Okay. We are ready to rumble, ladies and gents. Welcome, welcome. I am sorry I am late, and I'm sorry for falling asleep so early last night as well. I was totally knocked out. Whew. Time to rock and roll. Let's get this show on the road. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna get my stream up. So bear with me, it's gonna take a moment, yeah? Gotta get this shenanigans up and running. You know, it was so annoying when I was like trying to get on and I was like, yeah, I can't even log in. Now I can. Woo! But yes, welcome everybody, and I'm so sorry for falling asleep last night. It was not my intention, but it happened and I was just too tired. Now, time to get back into action. Alright, we set. Let's get this shenanigans going. Is my mic sounding off? Yes, it is. Mystical Orbit, what's up? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Okay. Orgon Barracks sounds like a good plan. So, let's hit it. We welcome all ye twisted souls. Alright. Every single one of you. And of course, there is an event here too. Yes, yes, yes. Mortal souls. Managed to stop that one. God, do I hate the slowdowns. There we go. Excuse me. So happy to play that I suddenly choked on my own saliva. Gotta love that. Also love how that lovely, lovely goat man was literally just backing up. Like, what the hell, man? Okay, clean and clear. Oh my god, I've got too many obols. Okay, this is gonna be a pain. Too many obols means go back and I'll take this actually. That was actually really efficient. Energy cost reduction, okay, taken. Let me head back and grab some obols. See if that'll use up some obols. I'm just gonna grab some swords. Why? Because swords are awesome. Okay. Let me head down, down, down. Actually, you know what? I need boots. Boots with movement speed would be very helpful.
Worry not. Take a chance, wanderer. A fair bit of magic in that one.
Okay, I spent. That failed. I am deleting all of these. Okay, we need one more point. You know what? Wait. How long is the impetus thing? If they show the buff in combat, I do want to try it out. Just because you're always moving around in combat anyway. Twisting Blades. More or less, Twisting Blades is the generally best choice, I would say. Because if you use Twisting Blades, you can take advantage of the fact that you don't need a ranged weapon. Which means that, kind of like with the Barbarian, you can use your ranged weapon purely for stats. Which is very useful. Basically, after my results on the Barbarian, being able to use a two-handed weapon, for example, in that case it was the two-handed sword, purely for stats is very, very helpful. It is actually one of the best things that you could do, because that basically means that you don't have to be concerned at all about the DPS on that. You're just looking at what rolls the highest stats. And then this filters in regardless of whether you're using the weapon or not. So because of that principle applying, the rogue has not as much of an advantage as the barbarian does, obviously, but it does have a similar advantage, which is good, which is really, really good. So because of that, I am quite enthusiastic to play this particular style. Oh my god, what is this? The only downside is that until I get the orbiting blades, the AoE is much less on this build. Which is fine, but still annoying. It makes completing events a bit more of a hassle than you would think. That's also okay. Minor inconvenience, I suppose. Maxed out? No, I've only gotten up to late game. I played that character slowly. Because I think it's more important that I have at least established the early and mid games for most of the core classes before Season 1 drops. So I know what I'm doing when Season 1 does drop. Like, I would love to max out, but then that means that I wouldn't get to touch any of the other characters. And also it means I'm more out of touch with my audience, which I don't really want. So yeah. Also, don't forget to like the stream for those of you here, and thank you for keeping the sound on. You people are very, very awesome. Okay. Dragon Barracks. Did I already complete Dragon? Oh. Didn't expect that. Thought I hadn't finished it yet. Or maybe I haven't finished it and it's just in a different location. Oh well. There we go. What character am I using? Rogue.
What's this?
As per the stream title, my friend. Rogue leveling. Okay, let's go find the gate controls. You having the issues, Corey? Yeah. It resolved on my server, but I suppose it could still be ongoing on other servers. There's one of the gate switches. Okay. This'll do. Whatever just has the highest for now. Critical strike damage, overpower damage. Yeah, no, the other one's better. Okay. That's one gate control down. Time for the other. Open sesame. Okay, melted. Yeah. That always feels good. If only I had the orbiting twisting blades, would be good. That guy was tougher than usual. Not that it matters, but still. Why did my attack not trigger? That's so weird. I mean, I assume I got stunned or something, but sometimes it's hard to actually see what is happening to your character. Yeah, a lot of people can't. So I couldn't this morning, and I finally got in, so I was like, yep, can finally play. So if you can't log in yet, the only thing you can do is wait. Try restarting your system, but basically all that I had to do was wait, and then eventually, once I was able to log in again. Yep, that's all I did this morning. I just waited. And then once I could, I was like, okay, finally. Okay, now we finally got the super attack speed, which is great. I think what I like the most is just seeing the blades fly back. It just looks so cool. I mean, honest to God, though, I pay rent via Diablo 4, so if I can't log in, then GG, man, GG. So I'm at least glad that, you know, my rent money was not destroyed today. You know, this morning when I first tried to log in and they gave me the whole "you don't have a valid license," I was like, what? I never touch mods, I never touch anything else. Like, don't tell me I got banned or something for no reason. And I was like, then I realized that it was due to the servers being dead. So I was like, okay. Then I just waited it out, and here I am, thankfully. But yeah, for those of you still waiting, just be patient, because you, after a while, right, if you try again, basically I tried every 10 minutes, but after a while you should be able to get in. Should being the key word. Yeah, I played this morning as well, like before logging in, before I went to get breakfast even, I was actually like, okay, so can I log in? And I was like testing it, and like I could. Then I had so I was doing some background work on my druid for the video that I wanted to post. Then after that, I came back from breakfast and couldn't log in. So I went to do some other admin work first, you know, get everything ready to go, and then when I came back, I was like, hey, I can log in. That's why my cover page today is just the loading screen, because I was like, you know what, I'm not wasting this opportunity, I'm logging in now. Logging in now so I can make rent. So don't worry, everyone's in the same boat. Okay, so just the last blood boil is down there. Fair enough. There we go. Okay, my inventory's about full. Time to head back. Okay. All of these are probably not that useful. Yeah, these are still relatively low tier gloves. I'll wait for a much higher tier.
Best armor. Ooh. What else you got?
Okay, claim that. Tree of Whispers. Let's head back. Get the XP.
It is done.
Any good gloves? No, all trash. Joy. What's in there? Well, since this is all trash, all of it can go into the blacksmith. I haven't died yet. Okay, let's go seek some more Grim Favors wherever we can. Kyish, Whispering Vault 25. I guess we go to Menestad and ride out. Let's get it going. I ain't gonna waste time. Need to speed my rogue as fast as it will go. I'll find Rosa and deliver the bloody note.
Have you seen what? I must go after him. I will not.
Goodbye, random stranger. We hardly knew ye. Okay, let's ride out. With my super awesome mount. Sometimes I swear the mount gallop speed is so inconsistent. At least it can travel through small gaps, so it's not too much of a problem. Okay, the Unascended has been slain. Boom shakalaka. More obols and more stuff. Tanks for the XP. Let's go with that. Faster movement speed means I can get around faster. I see an elite. The server just had a bit of lag there. Interesting. Whoa. Who's this pitiless girl? Any use to me? Wow, it's trash. And it requires level 30. Like, who would use trash armor like that? Well, whatever. I guess that's what it costs. Okay, into the dungeon. No sense thinking. As I always say, never a moment to waste. And thank you to all those who liked the stream. And of course, thank you to all of the active viewers as well. I know I can see you. And I appreciate you guys helping me make rent. Means a lot. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Now, before I carry on, I'm just going to quickly clear this. Okay, let's go. Hey, Boog. Your boy is late today because there were login problems this morning. Although they've finally been resolved, so I'm happy with that. Now, anything good here? Stunned enemies, nay. This bow, stunned enemies, distant enemies. Why do they only have stunned enemies? Like, for real. I'll stick with what I have equipped. Excuse me. Yeah, rest isn't useful. Hey, congratulations, man. That took a Dragon Age for it to get fixed, though. Because I think you're going off for uni soon. I mean, it might, I guess, it might make more sense to buy a newer one. But I do hope that you'll be able to enjoy. Whoa, shit. Used the wrong skill. That's annoying. More. Okay, 5 out of 5. Sick. Alright. As long as thou art sure, my friend. Because after, like, for me, back when I was younger, I often wasted so much money on laptop repair. Then I realized that, like, if I added up all the time and money, I should just, like, bought a new one instead every few years. And then that would have actually saved me money. But depends on, like, your spending income and also, like, your needs.
My soul. Please, take it back from them.
But I do hope you get to enjoy this, because it's awesome. It is very, very awesome.
Such power.
Jopabile Spew, wow, what a name. All right. Okay, let's see. Damage to crowd control, distant enemies. Ugh. Don't particularly want. Because it's still not perfect. This one, 100% useful. This one, cooldown reduction, energy cost reduction. But that other one gives movement speed, so I will not sacrifice that for now. Okay, this helmet's okay. Yeah. Because movement speed is king. The more move speed you have, the faster you can clear dungeons, which means the healthier you are. Always remember that. The faster you run, the better. Okay, let's go down and then to the right. Where are you, random creatures? Oh no. How did you wish to stab me? I know they called those defiled magi, but I think they didn't attack at all. I literally think, like, they just stood there. That's, creepy. Right. Destroy the sacred seal 1, done. So where will this take me? Oh, maybe, yeah, okay. So it's the other side. I Bartlett. E Bartlett? Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Which class is the best to start with? Honestly, depends on you. I find the Barbarian the easiest because the Barbarian has like literally tons of survival and potentially one of the highest damages in the game, owing to the fact that the Barbarian can literally use 4 weapons. And weapons contribute a lot of damage. So yeah, basically for me, I am a huge Barbarian enjoyer. Now I'm a Necro main, funnily enough, but the Barbarian is just so strong that I haven't played my Necro at all. I've just gone and played Barb instead because it just makes more sense. So that's my honest answer. But what I would genuinely recommend is that you should start with any class that you like, because all classes have potential to become very, very strong. It just depends on how you want to play toward the end game. Just make sure that whatever class you play, you enjoy. For this type of game, being the strongest won't help you if you don't even enjoy the character. Because a lot of the time, the strength of a character depends, especially in Diablo 4 compared to the other Diablos, it's far more about like which character you jam with the most. Like Rogue's particular playstyle, for instance, requires such keen active management that if you don't really enjoy this type of style, you will probably have a very bad time playing Rogue. Because Rogue not only requires you to know like exactly how to position, how to use your skills, but how to combo them, which ones to use in what rotation, you know. For instance, let's take a look at this enemy here. It's an elite, right? So I would go Shadow, and then I have to stab him twice, and then move out immediately, and then take care of the ads using the same methodology. Especially in the early game, this type of thing can be very difficult for the Rogue, but of course late game, once you have other legendary aspects and things, it gets easier to manage and a lot more fun. But until you get there, you know, you're gonna suffer a bit and have to play cleverly, is what I would say. So yeah, it really just depends on what you enjoy as a player, as a gamer. If you thoroughly enjoy, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you'll be all right. You know what? I'll take this bow instead. Damage to distant enemies might be helpful. Especially since I'm running a dash and gash type playstyle. No problem. Ah, Subby. Well, depends on whether or not you have the bell set to all notifications, because sometimes YouTube, if they feel you've gotten too many notifications about me, they will just not notify you, which is just how YouTube works. So when you go to your, like, when you subscribe to me, right, there's a bell button. Press the bell, and then set the notifications to all so that you don't miss it. This is just because YouTube can be a bit unreliable. Like for people posting one video a week, you know, like paranormal channels or whatever, it's not going to be a big deal. But for like, for example, you know, what we do here, since I stream twice per day and have videos going, you know, all the time, sometimes it will just stop notifying you. This is just because YouTube's AI just decides that you don't need to know anymore, or that you've known too much, you know? So yeah, that is why I encourage, I mean, I can't force, but I do encourage people to set the bell to all notifications. That way you never miss a thing. But yeah, hi. And also I was late this morning because I had to deal with the fact that like I literally could not log in this morning. So that was the thing. In fact, that's taking me so long to kill. Sucks. Oh, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. My kill speed is so low. The pain of starting, you know, newer classes.
Live well, my friend.
Like, I know late game Rogue gets way stronger, but man, I can understand why people may have initially felt Rogue is so weak. Carson, one thing which I'll say straight up is that there's no such thing as streamer benefits, okay? In fact, I kind of find it a little bit offensive when people say streamer benefits because, just so you know, right, a lot of the time that we are streamers, we don't get any benefits. I'm gonna assume you're just joking around with me, but yeah, it gets super annoying like so many times when people say, oh, streamer benefit, streamer benefit. Do you know that even as game partners, right, when I partner with other games, I don't get any special benefits, which sucks goat balls. Like, I'm literally just an average player, just that I have a title of partner and that I have a right to make content on the game, you know, and that I'm bound by certain rules. And occasionally maybe the game will feature me. Like, that's literally all we get. We get no such thing as streamer benefits, which kind of sucks. Like I said, if there were streamer benefits, I wish I could. But yeah, no, it's just because servers are down all over and they're trying to resolve it. But I think servers with a smaller population, for example, Australia, we got to go in, you know, we got to get in a little area. Yeah, I assumed you were joking, but I tell you, it's so annoying when people always make that joke like streamer benefits. Like, bro, we don't... I swear, some people should try being streamers. You know, they should try being streamers and see what kind of benefits you get. And just literally how hard you have to work even to get a corporate deal that gives you, like, no actual revenue. It's practically like being an unpaid intern, just that we keep the ad revenue we earn. So it's literally up to your own skills to play the game. So, yeah. That's why, like, if people like, I know you were joking, but if people do genuinely tell me, like, oh, you're getting streamer benefits, I will literally slap the shit out of them. Just so that they understand what... Yeah, my benefit is not being able to make rent every month until I become famous. So yeah, that's my benefit right there. I swear, people. You know? And not you. Not you. I'm just saying, like, in general. Like, it's the kind of thing... It's almost like the kind of thing to hear all the time. And you're like, man, these people don't know the industry, do they? So one day, I wish that a lot of people who don't stream, right? I wish they would try being a streamer. Just to see how it is. Although one or two of them would probably have a really great experience and become famous overnight. There's always a couple of cases like that, but for the average person, man, it's tough. Okay. Now I'll tell you what I do feel bad about this rogue. My god. Leveling is a bit slower than Barb because Barb at least has like a big freaking hammer. I've got daggers and lack of AoE. I actually wish that we got like slightly faster AoE wave clear in the early game. I mean, I know I'm supposed to get that via the legendary aspect, but god, it is a pain. It is a pain. Whack.
I think we're in the clear now.
All right. Twitch is a dead website. Nobody should stream on Twitch. In my honest opinion, Twitch is dead. If you really want to be a streamer now, like pure streamer, Kick is the better. Kick is far superior. Anybody who's streaming right now should just go over to Kick. Not only will you make more money, but pretty much everybody and their grandmothers over there. If you're a content creator, YouTube is the ideal choice. But Twitch, the only thing Twitch has going for it is Twitch drops. But again, that is mostly for streamers that are already famous and like assuming that they get partnered with corporate deals and stuff. Then yeah, they'll use Twitch for that. But I've already spoken to several developers and I've asked them, why don't you guys do something in collaboration with YouTube? And if YouTube can eventually come out with something to collaborate with these companies, Twitch will just die. So my honest advice to any streamer right now, Twitch is dead. Go to Kick. Because at the end of the day, right, everything is all about revenue. I mean, all businesses in general in the world, but still, even for streaming, same thing, you know? It's all revenue. So, you go where the money is. And for content creators, the money is YouTube. For pure streamers, the money is in Kick. But of course, your own skills also matter. If you have good skills, then yeah, you're fine. Of course this game is fun. Literally game of the century, man. I don't think that this game will be topped in terms of ARPGs for a very long time. Because not only did they learn so well from all their previous Diablos, they even learned from Immortal, which I can respect as much as I dislike Immortal for being pay to win. And furthermore, they also did so much to make sure that this game was, unlike their previous Diablos, much more newbie friendly, is what I would say. And I think it's pretty awesome what they've done here. Like, they've really gone the distance. So they're gonna have, like, people are gonna have a hard time. Like, I've seen like a lot of other indie games trying to release around this time. But I can say for a fact that none of them are getting any attention solely due to the fact that Diablo is a thing. A lot of them are literally just banking on the fact that Diablo gets boring. But for some people who, like, for example, people who only play a single class, right? They'll probably be bored before the actual season starts, but they'll come back every season, you know, to clear their main class. So yeah, and of course for the newbies who are just getting into the Diablo scene, most if not all will be playing more than one class from what I've seen. So yeah, they have done a fantastic job here. I can say with confidence that this is the pinnacle right now. And I can respect just how much effort they put into it. Is any of this good? Okay, this. Aha, new blades. This crossbow is not as good, so I don't care. And I can't use a two-handed sword. Shame. Okay. And thank you to everybody currently watching with the sound on. I can see all of you. Alright. We've got a very lovely 16 active viewers, and I'm very, very proud of that. Thank you for helping me make rent money this month. Means a lot. Woo. Can you imagine if YouTube had the Twitch drops? I'll tell you, so many people would lurk and stream just for the drops. I'm really hoping that YouTube picks that up. It'll be a major boost to content creators. I mean, I know that they designed their platform more just for content creators, and streaming and podcasts is a side thing, but YouTube is quickly becoming an all-in-one if you are a creator in general. You know that YouTube just recently released like a podcast thing as well, which is super freaking awesome. I've actually been really tempted to start some, you know, maybe just like for Diablo news update, stuff like that. Could be fun. Because, I mean, they literally allow you to do that. If I reach level 100, yeah. I don't know if I will. Because I'm taking it slow, playing all the different classes, enjoying myself. But I will most likely have an update at 80, but I take it slow. I genuinely take it slow because I want to enjoy all the classes, especially before Season 1. Slowed enemies, critical strike, chilled enemies, distant enemies. Good. That's all I have to do for now. This one has critical strike damage, core damage, and vulnerable. No. This one is a much higher item power level. But the reason why I also can't just do that off the bat is because ultimately for me, I only put out what I've tested. And if I were to just randomly theory craft something without having tested it, as silly as that may sound, you know, because I know a lot of people already do it, I don't want to just follow the norm in the industry. I want to actually go there, test it. How do I perform at level 100? And, you know, people can follow along my journey. But I will do my utmost. I will do my utmost to make sure that, you know, I'm basically getting it right. That's good. And this has movement speed, so... So I will have guides, but as I go. Play as you go. But thankfully, most of the time, right, the builds will rarely change skill-wise. So from 60 to 80, it's mostly just a Paragon focus. And then, of course, minor tweaks if you really, really need to change some skills. But there'll mostly be minor tweaks to passive based on, like, for example, if you already have too much damage reduction coming from your armors and stuff, you don't really need any extra coming from your passives. You can put the skill points into more damaging skills, things like that, yada yada yada. Okay, level 27, that's something at least.
Jana, a family of wasps.
Yep, the login boss is the most difficult boss in the game right now. We be suffering. I'm hoping everybody gets to log in, but it is wild, man. That's why, like, I was gonna do something on my what you call it, on my druid before coming to my rogue, and I was like, you know what? I am not risking it. I am not risking a damn thing. Oh, it wasn't a curse well. Okay. You all assume I'm searching in my room unless I try to start again. I don't wanna be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. Right? There is no fix for the addiction, unfortunately. Combo master. Gonna suffer from withdrawal, right? That's the way, man. Control him faster. Obey your master. There is no hope, unfortunately, for the addicts. There is only suffering.
I'll take it off your hands.
Pack protect you.
Right? It's totally not. We can quit anytime we want. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Yeah, no we can't. No we can't. We know we can't. We all know it. Okay, there's no denial. There's no hope of even, you know, suggesting that we can quit. No. There's only getting there and make it.
It is done.
Sword. I have a sword and a dagger. I've already put all the skill points in here. This is maxed out. Let's go for the vulnerables first. No, we don't. No, we don't. At the end of the day, you know, We just need to accept that this is life now. This is our existence.
There's that.
And we like it the way it is. Okay, 3 of Whispers done. That's it. 37. Well. My, how the turntables. Okay, I don't have a choice, so I'm going back to Fracture Peaks. Just to wander around. Time to discover the map. Until the next set of Whispers spawns. Map discovery time. Okay, first here. Okay, here. Therein lies the key, you know? If they're part of your guild, then good. People who anonymously slay together or stay together. Lol, detonated that treasure goblin. It's great. Are you ready? Oh yeah, easy. Whack. Is there a world boss on? I don't see one. But I suppose I'd have to if there was one that popped. So yeah, I suppose. I don't see a reason or a need to pose that. I'd have to bum around in World Tier 2, but yeah. Well, that's if they knew your face. I mean, they might not. If you got nothing but anime profile picture, then, you know, how would they know your face? Sense makes, right? Unless you had to, like, declare a gamer tag or something. Then they might know you that way. Seller. Hey, River. Good to see you, man. But anyway, since I see a lot of good familiar faces here, I do apologize for bowing out last night, man. I've never been that tired for so long, but it wasn't the first time it happened this last week. Like, it happened another day that week, and I was feeling like... It happened on the Vasco day as well, which... So, yesterday night when it started happening, I was like, you know what? Okay. It's a sign that I must cleanse my soul. But I tell you, straight after that, I slept like a log till morning. Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. My eyes were like closing while I was doing shit. I was like, yep, nope, nope. 110%, nope. I know what I need to do. I need to stop. Like, as much as I love working, you know, I am not stupid. I'm okay interacting with Lilith in chat. Not a big deal, right? What's she gonna do to me? Luke, an event. You know what? It's time to try this. No, I see why it sucks. Okay, fair enough. Going back to combo points. Now, honest to God though, like this combo points thing was a mechanic used by the assassin in Diablo 2. So them giving it to the rogue is kind of weird, but this is why I'm like, I had always hoped for a genuine like assassin class. But that's why I think that if they do release a 6th class, they're gonna have to create some weird combination. Oh, too many obols. Okay, back we go. I don't even get the reference and I know what it means. So yeah, because memes. Memes. Memesy memesy memes. All physical damage. If memes weren't a thing, I would say, okay, fair enough. But memes are a thing, so yeah. Let's go try to get some swords. Need some Swarovskis. Or boots. Boots are good.
In that one.
Okay. I spent on the oogles, but they are bad. They are bad.
The cathedral will not abandon you.
Grenade skills. I didn't even know we had grenade skills.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Chuck. Chuck. So.
Take it.
Okay, back. Now, please let the event respawn so I can do it again. Ah, sad. What's the level of world boss? 35. Eh. Can do, can do. I can probably hit 29 before it happens, but yeah, should be alright. Avarice, the gold cursed. Alright, guess I'm battling Avril Lavigne again. Got no reason, got no shame, got no family I can blame. Just don't let me disappear. I'ma tell you everything. Yo, tell me what you want to hear. Something that'll light those ears. I'm sick of all the insincere, so I'm gonna give all of my secrets away. This time, don't need another perfect lie. Don't care if critics ever jump in line. I'm gonna give all of my secrets away. Yeah, please, go ahead and share your funny story. All good with me. All good with me, buddy. Oh, Ravage's aspect. Okay, that's the one I need to seek. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey. They banned 99% of all loadouts. Lol. Okay. So basically it was all hand cannon and shotgun anyway, like Subby says. Okay. Sounds like they've got a strong handle over what they want. I respect them for this intentional failure. Yep, that's how it is, Astro. That's because their servers are having login issues this morning. I had login issues, that's why my stream was late. And now that I've logged in, I refuse to log out. Because I know if I log out, that's it, GG. But yes, if you check their Twitter page, that's what happens. So you'll have to be patient until they resolve the issue thoroughly. However they decide to resolve it. I don't know how, but they probably will. Now, I have no clue how Kaz uses the mount attack ability. It just doesn't gel with my brain.
Wind's grown too cutting.
Oh, hey, it's Malnock. Sweet.
Even for these parts.
Let's clear it.
What unholy energies are flowing into this creature? I must end the ritual.
Huh. I don't think I'd have the stamina of doing it right now anyway. Only if I was in Singapore. And I'd have to plan really, really well. So it won't happen anytime soon. Cause, yeah. I would love to do it, but only in the far future. And only if like I said, I would do it, but like I would need a couple of things to actually make it happen. So it'll have to be like when I'm a much more famous streamer, and I would need to get that app where people can send me food and stuff. And like you guys have to buy me coffee, a lot of it. So, dude, did you guys see my slowed down blades just floating over? What the hell? Yo, that has to be a clip. Boog, sorry, could you go back and clip that? My slow blades just slowly floating over to me. That was weird. Like they were just drifting toward me. Love it. No, they're already fixing it. They're already fixing it. They are in the process of fixing it. Blizzard doesn't, like, so Blizzard will have some people on duty because they've got so many live service games, right? They will have people on duty on the weekend. So they are fixing it, but it's just your luck and chance because everybody's affected, but some people will be able to log in, some people will not. That's just how it is. And this is the way that it happens with almost any game like that is live service. You just have to, like, when there's a authentication issue with the server, right? You just have to see who can get in and who can't. So in my case, I'm one of the lucky ones, but like if I log out, I'm probably doomed. So yeah, what I would recommend is that check every 10 minutes to see if you can log in. That's what I did. And then as soon as I got the chance to be able to log in, boom. I did not leave. I refused to leave. The single target damage of the rogue is unmatched though. Jeez Louise. That is pretty schwanky. Okay. Ugh, skill build. This is a gigantic pain, guys. Well, thank you for that, Boog. I appreciate it tremendously. Oh, so it's like effective DR. So it's not actual DR. That makes sense. This is a defensive skill. I should learn that. Okay, just one more. Yep. I'll happily do it. So, normally, right, if I were to shoot these blades, they come back really fast like that. So I stab them into somebody and I dash through enemies like so, and they'll fly back. So yeah, they were stupid slow earlier, which is hilarious. Because normally they come back pretty fast. That's why it was like a very, very Zawardo moment.
Storm is ended.
Yes, I am. I was supposed to drop it yesterday, but as you know, I was not well. I literally like was dozing off on stream, so I had to like say nope. Health comes first. But yeah, it's ready to go. So you guys will absolutely be getting it today. Because I've already uploaded the video, it's just releasing tonight. The only thing left for me to do is the cover page, which I will do. But be warned, the Druid video is even longer than the Barbarian and Sorcerer video because there's a lot of details. So it is 40 minutes long. Broken up into sections so you guys can follow along. But it is 40 minutes long. So just be aware that it is, well, pretty long. No problemo. Preparing the good stuff is what I'm all about. So much easier than expected. And thank you to all the active viewers. I can see all of you. I appreciate you all keeping the dream alive. Yeah? Alright. Malnock Fort. Conquered. Conquistador. Okay, those are all useless. World boss, we still got 15 minutes. So where else do I need to travel to? I've done Nostrava. Or Dragan. I believe that is where I need to go. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Oh, so the rogue energy generation is like instinctive. I see. This makes a lot of sense. So it suffers from the same problems as the sorcerer does. Intriguing. Intriguing. Well, it is fine. Triple combo. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why some people cannot log in. It is the pain. The pain of any live service game is this. Swing. And some random deer got caught up in my attack too. Poor deer. We hardly knew ye. Okay, new ring.
No survivors. This place is overrun.
Okay, I still got 11 minutes to world boss. Should be enough time to clear Core Dragon. Yeah, okay. Going back to that. Right. This one has 2 more. Yeah. Uncommon bow. This will have to do for now.
Did not protect these knights from the vampires.
This last one. Okay, so 50% is movement speed. Below that is attack speed. Okay. Frozen critical strike damage. Okay, that'll have to do. This in. Okay, that's clear. Like, the only thing is like way horde clear as a freaking rogue is a pain. Preparation. That is for ultimate rogues. I can see why it's not used often. Okay, let's start. This first one is up there, okay. So I cannot get there. Still got time, still got time. Oh, come on. I love how my dude just like decides to climb down in the middle of a fight. Granted, it was just bad positioning, but still. Jeez Louise. Now. Okay. Before I go for damage, I'm probably gonna go for energy. Energy is the key. Okay, where is the other thingamabob? Ah, well, doesn't matter. Okay, he's down. Like, single target is so easy. Odd build. This is actually one of the top builds usually played. Well, mine might be a bit different, but basically it's tougher for leveling, but you need to get used to this playstyle early on because it is very fast. Like, its main benefit is that it is fast as all hell. So, realistically speaking, if used correctly, you should do quite well. But you do have to be aware that, hey, number one, you don't have a lot of tankiness. And number two, well, it was built initially it was built not for survival, but for high-end DPS. So as you approach the higher levels. It gets better a lot with Paragon, but early game can be a bit tough, and you do have to play it well. So maintaining your hit points, proper proper structuring of skills, all very, very important. Like, the only reason I'm even having any difficulty now is because if I don't use it correctly, then we're gonna have an issue. So I died earlier because I was, number one, overconfident, and I literally allowed this guy to completely devastate me, because you cannot, like, this whole build, right, is good against single target if you can daze them. Against elites, it's a guaranteed kill, because elites can be dazed and stunned. Bosses cannot. So until you build up your entire boss gauge, yeah. It is a very active playstyle. Like, you can play a lot more passively by just using penetrating shot, and for people that don't want to think too hard, that's probably the easier rogue build, but I feel that Twisting Blade, if you can get used to the speed, is ideal. Just because of how much damage you can do.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
And of course, later on, once you get all the bonuses for like vulnerable enemies, stuff like that, you will just rip and tear, and that can be really awesome. But it does take effort, so not gonna lie, it's not an easy build to run. And I would probably only recommend running it if you were like the sort that was like, you know what, today I'm feeling it, let's go ham, you know, kind of like that. But it did get me to level 30, so I'm good with that. Also, energy regeneration is super, super crucial. So that's another thing that you have to worry about. Energy regeneration, this one for defense. Actually, wait, I should probably get a defensive skill first and master that. How much time? 32 seconds. Yeah, let's ride. I will write a guide on it, obviously, because I want to present the guides for all character classes. And to be fair, like I said, the rogue has a lot of survival issues, but played correctly, you'll do well. It's just that if you play it badly, then it won't go so well. So you do, to an extent, need to understand how the build is played and why it's played in this particular style. Like for this one, you are basically, like, without your legendary aspects, you don't have as many means of clearing hordes, so you get overwhelmed pretty easily in the early game unless you are smart about your positioning, because your only means of dealing with hordes and enemies is twisting blades, and you have to manually dash to a position whereby they will not immediately kill you. So there's that, and it does require some game skill / knowledge. But other than that, most of the other aspects of the build are pretty much, you know, rockin' already, and it can do fairly well. Oh my god, is there nobody fighting Avarice? Are you kidding me? Anybody in RBNT want to help me out right now with your high level character? Please just request to join party and I will pull you in, but I'm pretty sure we are screwed. No, I'm under leveled and there's nobody actually here. Yeah, that would be a part of the issue. Oh my god, I don't even have the DRs to survive. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Okay, screw that. Q is 25 minutes for you. Sad. I'm going back to Cordragon, flip that. I'll just have to miss it. I don't think it's like poor Blizz in their servers. You want my honest opinion, Mercury? It's the simple fact that more people have bought this game. In fact, in 1 week, their sales have gone through the roof for this game. They made 666 mil. You know, let's not lie about how much they've made. You know, it's crazy, and because of that, that is why the servers are having issues, because there are a lot more people than they expected. To be fair, this is the win. This is legit the win. They have beaten everything. People can, you know, get on their knees and suck the dick of, you know, Tears of the Lost Kingdom, you know, like, oh, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda. But, you know, Zelda ain't make sales like this. Alright? Nintendo ain't winning like this. That's the thing. So this is their win. This is a major win for them. They're dealing with the issue, but at the same time, they're going to be very, very happy people. In my honest opinion. Yeah, okay, look, so Blizzard is most likely going to have similar servers for all their games. Just that it'll be like, because it's probably how overloaded their service providers are, because they don't own the servers. Most likely they're gonna buy server space from server farms that own the actual servers, unless Blizzard had, like, well, I mean, after this I guess they could invest in their own server farm, but then there's maintenance costs, employee costs, whatever. It's usually cheaper for most game companies to focus their resources into game development and then let the server companies worry about the servers. So because of that, they're probably gonna have to purchase even more server space, as well as either work with more providers or just, you know, and that also has teething issues, because you can't just instantly bring more online. So I feel that that is most likely the major issue that they're suffering right now. The simple fact that this was not expected. They probably expected half of what they have gotten, but they've blown every metric out of the water. Diablo 4 right now is one of the most played games, and everybody's playing it. Even people who've never touched. So many people I know in stream have mentioned many times over, they've never touched a Diablo game. This is their first, and they've bought it. They've bought into it. Like, they've never, like, for a lot of us old time fans, we bought this because, okay, we finally get to see the story with Lilith and all that, and it's cool and it's nostalgia. And, you know, we're buying it because, you know, we remember how it was before, and we want to see the conclusion of the story, or at least the next part of the story, the next part of the saga. But people who have never even seen any of that are buying in. And that's the whole reason they had to make the Book of Lorath series. Because the Book of Lorath series was designed to catch people up on you know, all the stuff that has gone on in Sanctuary since the last time, you know, shit hit the fan. Yeah, D3 was released 10 years ago, although they had many seasons. So right now, most people are indeed new to the scene, and you can see that in the player base, which is really cool. Like I said, it's something that I find super interesting and super endearing. Like, it's heartwarming to see so many people get interested in Diablo. My girl has never played a Diablo game, doesn't even like top-down games. She plays this with me. Granted, a part of that is because, you know, spend time with the hubby, but at the same time, it's very, like I said, heartwarming to see all of this come together, and I'm just so proud, you know, because I've followed Diablo ever since Diablo 1. Here I am now on Diablo 4. It's pretty good. Guess my age. Okay, guess how old you thought I was. Because I can sense that you were surprised when I talked about the old Diablos. I am 33 years old. Thank you very much for the kind compliment. Early 20s is really nice, but no, I'm 33 years old, so I'm an old man. Old-ish. Older-ish gentleman. You know, me, Subby, we're part of the old crowd. But yeah. Played Diablo 1, played Diablo 2, the original versions, all that stuff, so... Listen, you know that that's not the case. It's just my Asian genetics. I would love to say I use a filter, but no, I don't know how to use that technology. All I know is that I bought a really good webcam, but I don't know how to use any of the like they do say like you can use a webcam, you know, like those some of those Chinese influencers, they like use their webcam to like make themselves look pretty. I can't for the life of me figure out how the shit to do that. You know, all I know is that I can plug this in and use it. But yeah, no. Haven't figured out any of that other stuff, so don't worry. What you're getting is how I look like in real life. If you ever met me, you'd just be like, hey, you look the same on webcam. Like, yeah, because there's no such thing as knowing how to use filters. Yes, Ruben, that's because the servers are having issues right now. So some people can log in, some people can't. You just have to try every 10 minutes and see if you can log in. Blizzard servers this morning are not having a good time, bro. Yeah, some people can, some people can't. Oh, listen, you guys will love my in real life bitch face, man. It's awesome. Okay, you get to see how much I hate your guts in, you know, 3 dimensions. No, I'm kidding. I never hate you guys. I will just look like I hate you guys, but I swear that's not the case. You know, I was just born with this face. I swear, my bitch face when playing Overwatch is huge. Like, because I just can't help it. Like, I switch off, like, external expressions. I'm just like, because I'm in full concentration mode. Like, my brain is running on overdrive. I just switch off the external expressions. I'm only expressive when I play games like this, because I can focus on expressions. Like, these games don't require thought. But, you know, in Overwatch, when I'm actually concentrating, like, you know, you switch off that expression cortex, and you just go hard. Like, I know most of y'all will understand what I'm talking about, okay? But that's the easiest way to explain it. And then, like, you just end up looking evil on cam. Like, it's not my fault, you know? Pretty much, yep. That's how it is. That is life. The life and times of pain. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep raising my dodge count. Because I desperately need damage reduction. Heavy crossbow. Slowed enemies, core skill damage. This. Yeah, gimme. It's like that, man. So, you know, I'd say we're all in the same boat, subby. La 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 la. Itchy. Also, just reminder, there may not be a stream tonight, okay? So if you don't see me tonight, you'll see me tomorrow. As always, the reason for that is it's nighttime. Time to spend time with my girl, you know? So if she feels tired today, because we've both been running ourselves pretty ragged. Usually Sunday is our date night. Just depends on what we decide to do. If she don't feel like streaming, you know, we'll take some time off and we'll just probably chill out. Probably good for me to rest up anyway. Stab. Yeah, I don't practice it. You know what? If I go bitch face, that's it, you know? People can deal with that. Sorry, not sorry, it's my face. You know, they're gonna have to live with that. They're gonna have to survive. Survive the rage. I don't think so. But even if they do be on T, like, dude, if you are a pure streamer right now, I'd say that is where, you know, the money is. Like, for me, I'm a YouTuber, so I don't, because I need, I'm, like, overall, I focus more on content creation, not just straight streaming, so YouTube's way better for me. Ad revenue is also a lot better. But Kick, if you're a pure streamer, is way better right now because of like, if you think about it, right, the people who got in early to Kick have been making money, a lot of money, for the past 6 months. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, those who gave it a try early, they're winners right now. You know, it's kind of like the people who first hopped into Bitcoin. So I feel that like what they've done is a very smart move. And quite frankly, Twitch cannot keep up. Right now, Twitch has all the Twitch drops, but what's to stop Kick and YouTube from also taking those away? Like, my suggestion to YouTube has always been get drops on us if we can, and I tell you, the money will flow. But here's the other thing. Twitch will always have the Prime Gaming gifts, but like, we don't have to watch the streams there. We just can collect the Prime Gaming gifts. Easy. And we can just collect the drops from the morons who do stream there, so it's all good. I mean, they recently released that hype chat feature, which is stolen from YouTube. Like, come on. But what YouTube just, like, released recently was the podcast thing, which is making me think that since I'm a monetized channel, I should definitely do a podcast on, like, gaming and stuff, you know, what's new this week, blah, 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 blah. I was thinking 10-minute podcasts, yeah. That's my plan for now. But I'll think about it more, you know, when I get another opportunity. Like right now, too busy with Diablo. But maybe when things slow down a bit, you know, that could be my next new project. It's why I love YouTube so much as a creator, because as a content creator, it's just easy and everything is at my fingertips. Everything is all in one space. I don't have to think. It's like, oh, can I do this? Oh yes, I can on YouTube. That's why YouTube is my platform of choice. But I tell you, if I was a pure streamer, Kick all the way. 110%. I would have got right in on that shit. Thinking's the worst. Nah, thinking's great. You always gotta think. Think, 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 think. Never stop thinking. What was that line in like Goblin Slayer or something? What have I got in my pocket? Think, think, think. Never stop thinking. Think, 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 think. You know? So that is my thinking. Okay, this has both close and whatever. I like that. It's nice. These boots, I really do not care about. Give me dodge chance. I'll take it. Wow, this is trash. This is also trash. Wow. Wow, guys. Such trash. Much wow. Very doge. Okay, let's go on. The loot sucks. Okay, into the bus room. I'm basically like rushing through this on bare minimum gear. Like completely unupgraded shit as well. It was okay with me, but yeah. How fast does it take to level 70? Depends on you, man. You could speed run it, but I prefer not to. I just enjoy the game as I play. How does it figure item level when it drops? No, it's not based on overall gear level. It's just based on like your level. Level and world tier. These two things. As far as I can tell, it's based on level and world tier. That's why you need to keep upgrading your world tier to get the best stuff. So, you know, you just want to keep going, up. And that's how, theoretically, it should work. Does it actually work that way? More or less, yes. Just so you know, more or less, yes. That is how it works. So,
What will it be?
yeah.
You can take my friend.
So just keep upping your level and better item level stuff will drop, but you also need to be of an appropriate world tier for it to drop. So yeah. That's why as I play, like what I'm doing right now is, for me, gathering levels is not too difficult, but what I focus on is Grim Favors, and I focus on that a lot because it is not only easy to do, but it's a great way of, like, once you start the game, you don't have to go explore around randomly. You just go do Grim Favors constantly, and you level up pretty quickly. Yes, it is based on monster level. Oh, sorry, did I say your level? Yes, yes. Correct. Beyond T is correct. I was wrong. It's supposed to be monster level, not my level. And of course, like I said, world tier. So one thing which we do when gear farming, right? And you will notice this when I play my barbarian world tier 3, right? I'm fighting 10 levels above me so that I can get drops that have a higher item level. And then at the same time, I'm also searching for, like, once I go to world tier 4, I'll be searching for gear that is ancestral, you know? And that's basically what I do. Gear is about 85%. Not wrong. But also, if you have, even if you have the best gear, right? If you're a shit player, it's not gonna matter, because that ratio only stands in the early parts of the late game. I know that sounds confusing and convoluted, but around level 60, I'd say that's true. But once you get into level 70s, 80s, and you start doing the higher and higher nightmare dungeons, that's where your playstyle, mechanics, knowledge, all that comes in very, very handy. Because it will get pretty bad at that point. So I've seen so many people complain about, like, the straight one-shots in, like, the very, very late game dungeons, which I can understand. That's supposed to be part of the challenge. But I myself am not there yet, so I can't wait to actually get there. Like, with ancestral gear, fighting constantly 20 levels above me should be fine. Should be theoretically possible. Let's survive for 4 more seconds, you punks. Ah, thank God they survived.
Thank you, stranger.
I can't wait to get my orbiting blades. Okay, my first decent ring. I'll actually go upgrade that. Now I could go do a Gathering Legion event, but at the same time, meh. Should I? It would be worth the coin. I really should, shouldn't I? Butcher's not too bad. Butcher is manageable. If your build is decent, I mean, much like I've demonstrated on stream, you should quite easily be able to handle the Butcher even way above your level. I kill Butchers about 10 levels higher than me, no problem. Again, build and gear is why you can do that, but similarly, once you get used to it, then you're fine. But in the higher nightmare dungeons, of course, he gets pretty insane. So you do have to prepare well. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. Where's the so-called Gathering Legion event? Oh my god, it's all the way over there and it's level 35 plus. Yeah, I'm not attending that. I just want my Grim Whispers so I can level up faster.
In memory of Bishop Failway and her knights, someone must remember us. We were ousted from Braystick. We took hostages and retreated to a cave in the hills, but it's all gone wrong. The prisoners spoke their heathen tongue and invoked the savage spirits of the wood. All was chaos. We were swarmed.
You saved my life.
They died first, tied down. The knights soon after. I'm ashamed to say I hid. Tell our story.
Excuse me.
Died in sacrifice to the light.
They died in sacrifice to the light, eh? Don't think their sacrifice panned out very much, but oh well.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Hey Josh. Don't worry about it. You should go to sleep. You don't want to end up like me, like I was dozing off last night on stream. No. Very unhealthy. So go get some proper rest. There'll be more streams on Monday anyway. Because we may not play tonight, but we'll see. Sunday is always my date day, so unless my girl decides that date is gaming, we may not play tonight. But thank you to everybody who's keeping the stream sound on. I appreciate you guys. I'm going for another hour.
I won't last on my own.
Okay, popped. Okay, save the Wanderer. There we are.
Without you, I'd be dead.
You never know when I'm gonna start singing. What do you want to hear, buddy?
Please, take this.
Concealment or Dark Shroud? I only use concealment, but not for healing or defense. I use concealment to attack. I use concealment for a guaranteed crit. I don't use defensive skills. Defense is for losers. When it comes to the rogue, you attack. Attack is your best defense. That's why I attack. I feel like because your name is Drunken Dwarf, I should sing that dwarf song. You know the one where they go like diggy diggy hole? I feel like I should sing that one. But yeah, I just sing randomly on stream all the time because it's funny. I do enjoy the music and I do enjoy bringing the fun to people. Ever since Deep Rock Galactic, I swear everyone's a dwarf these days. That would be about right, yep. God, I missed the, oh, thank you, Stefan, for subscribing. I missed the whole, being able to, like, just instantaneously slam the ground and, oh, everything's dead. I'm not gonna complain about my druid's damage anymore. It's so convenient. I hate having to sit around and be like, kill this guy, dash through this one. Like, early game rogue sucks so much. I can tell you it's definitely not my playstyle. I'm a very lazy player. I think season 1 it's probably gonna be like Necro, Barb, and Druid for me. Because AoE is life, bro. When I can't just rip and tear hordes, it feels so weird and wrong. See, the problem with fixing Sork is that, technically speaking, the Sork can do a lot. And the players who stand by the Sork, you know, and the stupid Ice Shards build, for example, they... Like, Ice Shards is a great build, but it requires a lot of different things to bring online. Also, it's a bit of a different playstyle than most people are used to, so it can take a while to get right. And I feel that a lot of people defend that playstyle, you know, because they're like, yeah, it's awesome, but I still feel that Sork has a very weird spot right now. I do want the Sork buff, actually. But whether they'll fix it, I don't know, man. That remains to be seen. And of course, there are people who say Barbarian weakest, Necro strongest. I'm like, are you kidding me? Barbarian has literally 4 weapons. Do you not know how to apply this? If I had 4 weapons on the Necro, I'd be the most ungodly and powerful creature in all of history. But Druid and Barb are very stable. So assuming they don't nerf those two, that'll be my season 1 characters first. I'll do Necro third. Based on my current guesstimate for what I'm gonna achieve in season 1. Excuse me. Oh, this one has 7.5% movement speed. Yeah. I do, however, genuinely think that if they buff the Sork, I'd be very happy so that I can, you know, like, go in and literally play, you know, awesome mystical destroyer of worlds. Because, for example, right here on the rogue, I can evade attacks, but ultimately, you know, I'm not totally immune to damage or anything. I can just evade. There we go. So I've got great single target damage, but I have to play actively, which again can be annoying. Can I equip the Gajala horn on the Barb? I don't know. I don't think rocket launchers exist here. Boog and his love for Destiny 2 is wild and weird. So we beat him up for it, constantly. Well, that is true, my friend. But the Sork is strong, and I do love the Sorcerer. Like, if I had more time in this preseason, I'd have, like, remade a couple of things, tried a few different things, but I think at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete 3 characters, Rogue, Barb, and Druid. And then go back to the Necro if I can and see before season 1 can I fix mine into a hyper strong boner Necro. Let's go with the Helm. Energy cost reduction, I'll take that. More armor. Genji helmet. Chuck the skulls. Now, I need to look for wherever the whispers are. Aha! So I can go to Kedbardu. Phew! My rogue will one day need to travel all around and discover stuff, but I'm just despo for levels right now. So, whatever I can do. Still, I made it like, what, 10 levels this stream, so it's not bad. And that is playing bare minimum style. Like, I could also twink if I wanted to and just like stack all bonuses whenever I find gear, but I'm not gonna do that because I feel that there's just no point. So I'm just gonna only upgrade gear once I get to about level 40 in preparation of World Tier 3. Oh, there's a human here. Imagine meeting a human. Imagine being human. Oh god, that's terrifying. My personal thing is that it depends on what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. For example, early game, okay? And let's just talk honestly. Early game, the sorcerer is far superior. Why? Because the sorcerer doesn't have to worry too much about AoE. You will take out hordes of enemies and it's really fast to level and speed through stuff. So the sorcerer has a much easier time early game. The rogue, on the opposite side, has a much easier time late game, because the rogue does way more damage. And that's another thing to consider. So yeah. That is just my honest feedback. So the sword can still, of course, dish out plenty of damage late game, and they do. But their builds can be a bit more complex and, in a way, a bit more boring. Yeah, Sir Bryn. So why is that the case? Because the Sork relies on having 4 defensive skills, which again, not exactly the most fun playstyle. Whereas the Rogue doesn't rely on that. The Rogue has active skills that can make life pretty fun, and late game, I think it's quite entertaining to play it properly. So that is my take on it. Sork can be a bit boring because, like I said, you basically have 4 defensive skills, 2 active skills, and that's all you do. You just spam those. So it's strong as hell, but boring, in my opinion. And also it requires a lot of special aspects, uniques and stuff like that you have to get running before you can properly, you know. Whereas Barb and Rogue are, aspect-wise at least, fairly cheap. You don't need all sorts of super special aspects, you just need certain decent ones and you're pretty much good to go. Ooh, new subscriber. Thank you, Ambrosio. Welcome. We welcome all ye twisted souls. But yeah, I'm just leveling the rogue because I feel that it will be fun late game, although I'm suffering like hell right now. And I mean, it's not too bad. People say it's a glass cannon, but I only die if I get overconfident or if I do stupid things that I shouldn't do. But most of the time, the rogue is not going to die. And once you get late game and you start hitting a lot of those crits, oh my god, the sustain is insane on the rogue. Just get in close and start whacking and you're good to go. Like, rogue is the only class that practically has lifesteal. La 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 la. Pretty much. I believe that they will do that, and indeed, pretty much in every season of Diablo 3, there were a variety of viable builds, although there were like some seasons where only one character stood out amongst the rest. Like, I remember there was one season where like the monk was miles above everybody else, which got pretty crazy, but Diablo 3 had a lot more classes as well than we have here. So I hope that they'll balance it well and, you know, make sure that everybody has a good time. But that remains to be seen. It's not easy to, even no matter how experienced game devs are, balance is always a difficult thing. Because you gotta like do the balancing act between power fantasy and, of course, you know, fairness for everybody. Because characters like the Sorcerer, for example, are a massive power fantasy. Casting magic all the time? Oh yeah. And also, we don't have a follower system here, which is another thing. Follower system could, to an extent, add to build diversity and how best to run your builds. So if we had followers here, I think that'd be pretty cool. But we don't have them, so. But then again, this was designed more like a MMORPG, so I guess your followers are your friends. Or in my case, my fans. Well, assuming I have any. The gameplay loop, if you find the Rogue's gameplay loop more satisfying, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I main Necro, but it just like, unless you get the build right exactly from the start, the Necro feels like they hit a dead end really quickly, so I've been annoyed with that. Next season, I'm probably going to go with a Blood Necro initially, and then I'll swap over to a Bone Necro as soon as World Tier 3 starts. Kind of like how I did it with the Druid, because I have a feeling that that's going to just absolutely wipe the shit out of everything. Because Bone Necros are unbelievably powerful. Unbelievably powerful. And if I get time toward the end of Season 0, before Season 1 starts, I will try to fix my Necro, but I'm going to try and approach endgame with 3 characters first, which is Rogue, Barb, and Druid. Because for all their potential issues, the Rogue essentially has a very good playstyle. I'm not even like using all the skills that I normally would, you know? What's this? Lethal Shrine. Okay, not bad. So balance game is the game in the game, lol. Very true. But that's also why, like, I'm not a meta slave. Like, if I do think something is strong, I'll try it, but even meta doesn't work for everybody. My experience with tons of different games, especially the ones that I've been partnered with, is that if those who focus on meta pretty much, like, lose everything really fast. If anyone is in danger of a nerf, it's probably the Barb and Bone Necro. The Bone Necromancer and the Barbarian, but more likely the Barbarian, are in the largest danger of are in the highest danger of a nerf. Because the Barbarian is insane. The Barbarian has already been nerfed like so many times. Because Whirlwind build had so many insane bugs that when you use the right uniques, they completely went ham. Then the Hammer Barb, I mean, hitting 1.8 million crits at level 62 with the right gear is pretty insane. Then you've got your Bone Necros hitting 2.3 million crits. You know, so if there's, like I said, if there's anyone in true danger of a nerf, it would not be the Rogue, most likely. Late game, I've seen most Rogues actually fall off because they find it difficult to survive. Like, they feel like glass cannons. But I think, now, this could just be me. I think that with the right build, though, Rogue could be absolutely insane. So we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out. What do ranks of Shadow Imbuement give? Oh, just explosion and exploration damage. Okay. Nothing too fantastic. Let me see. Is this one of the aspects that I need? Lethal Dusk. Absolutely not. Okay, good. So I can throw it away when I don't need it. Okay, give me this. Well, enjoy.
Wouldn't have made it without you. My savior.
But either way, you just so that everybody knows, when the season starts, everybody's gonna have to roll a new character. You know that, right? For the seasonal thing. So whatever time and whatever you're investing now is just for now. Is just to learn. Season starts, everybody's on same equal footing. New characters all around, and then we rock. Okay, I cannot refund that node, and that's fine. Do I need exploit as a skill? I need to check if I ran that. I think I do run exploit as a skill, but I'll go with weapon mastery first. If you got destroyed, well, I mean, you're level 50 and you got destroyed by the first room of the capstone dungeon, your gear is bad, bro. You really need to invest in your gear, because you should theoretically, okay, be able to clear your capstone dungeon earlier than intended. Now, it does depend on your build, whether you've got all the right aspects, blah, 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 blah. But you should theoretically be able to clear your capstone early. So if you're not able to do that, then yeah, that is when you will have to consider your build more and see whether or not did you do something wrong, or maybe it's your gear, stuff like that. Especially for people that played in World Tier 1, you're gonna have a bad time. Because to get to World Tier 3 and clear capstone, you have to do it in veteran level anyway. So yeah, this is why I tell everybody, don't bother with World Tier 1. Very, very bad idea. Just go straight World Tier 2 and rock it. Also, Altars of Lilith. If you haven't done your renown on your first, like, because I'm assuming that's your first character, go find every altar of Lilith. You know, use your mount, get around the map, go find every altar, go get at least your renown bonuses done, you know? Even if you attempt the capstone at level 53 or 54, that's okay for your first time. That's completely fine. But make sure you get all your bonuses and everything, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad time in World Tier 3. Well, yes, robot builds do help, but, you know, you also gotta prepare yourself. So do make sure you get your renowns and everything else done. Yeah. It's why even in my videos, I did cite that I had renown bonuses here, there. You know, it's important. It is crucial, almost. I appreciate all those with great faith in my builds, but also nothing replaces personal preparation and practice. This one has move speed. Where do I live, Eric? I'm gonna assume you're just asking which country I'm in, right? Because obviously I'm not gonna give out my address to people. That's wild. But I live in Australia right now. Ah yes, basement with like sunlight coming behind me. Yes, must be a basement with a window. Am I right? But yeah, sorry Eric, in case this is the first time you're ever attending a stream, just gonna give you some advice. You probably shouldn't start asking personal questions of a streamer like where do you live and stuff like that. It can be pretty wild. So yeah, be careful. Just in future, if I ever blow up and my mods are the ones manning the chat, they'll have strict guidelines like no personal information questions, stuff like that. So, you know, I want to save you an accidental ban or anything. Weakest class right now. My personal feeling is Sorcerer. Not because of the damage output, by the way. No. I find them the weakest class because they're stuck having to use 4 defensive skills for their endgame builds, which is stupid. Like, come on, they've got so many cool skills and they're stuck using 4 defensive skills just because of how squishy they are. I feel that that is unfair. Rogue's going alright. Rogue's going alright. Surviving. Surviving. Doing my best as I go along. Oh, I hate the Tomb Lord's tornadoes. Very, very annoying for melee characters. There we go. Bang. Suffer, Tomb Lord, suffer. Hey, congrats. You finally managed to log in. That's good. No, Eric, no. You don't need You don't even need legendary gear to do the World Tier 3 capstone dungeon. No, bro, no. First of all, are you following one of my character builds? If you're not, that is the first thing you should do. Because if you don't have the right build, up to World Tier 3, it's your build that carries you, bro. You don't need legendary aspects. My Sorcerer build works without legendary aspects. Bar build works without legendary aspects. Well, actually, no, sorry. That one requires one. Just one. Necro build works without legendary aspects. You don't need legendary aspects to open up World Tier 3. But you do need a proper build. So if you don't have a good build, then that's what you should be looking at first. Because build is what carries you up to World Tier 3. Case in point, right now, I haven't upgraded a single piece of gear. I just pick up what I find on the floor, equip it if it's better, and that's how I've been playing the rogue. Alright? And I have gained 10 levels today, literally. Whatever legendaries I find still haven't been upgraded. I just chucked in whatever. I don't even care, you know, what I have. As long as they deal damage, decent damage, and I'm happy. See, so that is how the early and mid game works. Your build should carry you, theoretically. Now, granted, you could fail miserably as well, but, you know, we hope that you don't. And in my case, because I started this character after completing the whole, what you call it, story and everything, yeah, I have a much better situation. Ooh, marksman skill damage, total armor. This one has cooldown reduction, 60 thorns, but this one does have move speed, and move speed is king. Legendary bow. Oh, hey! Twisting blades aspect. Yay! I like this one. This will be useful. Of course, I will put it on a crossbow later on, but see? Like, as you go along, this is just what happens, you know? You just play, you go along. Oh, just go to options, gameplay. Advanced tooltip, compare advanced tooltip information. You need to have both of these on all the time. Okay? Never take these off. Because that's how you know what gear is actually good for you. Otherwise, you'll never know what gear is good for you. This is the only bow I'm going to bother upgrading. Because why not?
You can still use these. Don't ruin all that work.
Okay, Tree of Whispers Dune. Oh, Legion event. Can I make it? Let's see. Hey, Psych. What's up? I wonder if anyone, because like hardly anyone ever does Legion events in World Tier 2. Let's go see. Why can't you log in? Because Blizzard servers, if you look at the Battle.net launcher, are having problems right now, Jahan. So you'll have to wait until the server issues are resolved. My recommendation is try to log in every 10 minutes. If it puts you in a queue, wait in the queue. But yeah, you'll have to be patient because their servers had a shit fit this morning. So some people can log in, some people can't. No problem, man. Happy to help. Let's see if this event has anybody at all. Oh, it does actually. Impressive. Okay. We're probably only going to be able to get one done, which sucks, but oh well. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But my honest answer, my honest thoughts on that is that most Shadow Necros build very, very incorrectly. So yeah. I would love to do a build on a Shadow Necro, but I'm not so keen on the Necro this preseason. I'll most likely work harder on it next season, because Bone Necro is currently the top tier if you want to go really, really high damage and be competitive. Shadow Necro works as well, but it has a very specific playstyle that is a bit unique and might be slower than other playstyles. Because it's okay, but yeah, you should actually have no trouble. Like for me, I can slay single targets just as easily as I slay group targets, but it will take some time. And also you need certain skills to be tanky while you're slaying the single targets. That's the only downside to a proper Shadow Necro. You need a lot of good gear and uniques. It's kind of like the Twisting Blades Rogue. The Twisting Blades Rogue is such high single target damage, but I know for a fact that in the early stages of the game, like right now, you can't really do much. Because a lot of the aspects, gear, all of this is what comes in to really make this a very, very high-end build. Oh, the Rogue is doing great. To be fair, the Rogue has fantastic damage. I got no troubles with it. But AoE clearing is a problem, so in order to really do well, you have to have that AoE potential power. And it can sometimes never be easy to do that. Okay, Gathering Legion event over. Oh hey, that's nice. I can only talk from my own experiences, so I don't know what others think, but I have learned that with this game, and based on the feedback that I often get from other people famous, I don't trust anything I don't experience myself. Because I've seen so many people say this, that, the other, and then you listen to them and you try it out for yourself and it turns out to be not true. So I've become very skeptical of most things that I hear. How was I able to log in? Because not everybody's having the login issues, dude. Some people are. And also, if you do successfully log in, don't log out. So yeah, because right now Blizzard servers are kind of going insane, so you have to sort of suffer through them for a bit. When they finally figure things out, you know, then everybody will be able to log in. But right now, some can, some cannot. So yeah, nothing we can do on our end. I think it's more like, I think the people in the Americas region are suffering more than me. It is a struggle tonight, Chris. And yep, I mean, it's not that I totally discount outside information, but I take everything that I read and hear from other people with a pinch of salt. Because I always assess for myself as a creator for any game, I always ask myself, is this a logical statement? Like they say Rogue is a glass cannon, but why would you be a glass cannon when damage reductions exist in this game? Did you know that between your chest piece and your legs, assuming that you don't have to use a unique chest piece or legs, you can get, and this is based on my assessment, you can get a total damage reduction of around 80 just with your chest piece and legs alone. Now, damage reductions do have diminishing returns, okay, and it's impossible to achieve 100% damage reduction. Okay, you're never gonna have that, but you can get very, very high damage reductions. And by getting those kinds of insane damage reductions, you can survive a lot of situations. Now, enemies do also have the ability to pierce your damage reductions. So just be aware of that. This is why you need to stack as much as possible. Hey, Dominique. Yep. Once you get the orbiting twisting blades, it's usually the best for the rogue. Like, the rogue's main aspect is just this, orbiting twisting blades, and you're good to go. Once you have those, life is good. Okay. More of this. Let's head back. I've got to spend some ovals. Yeah, for Shadow Necro, I wouldn't touch it until you have every single aspect you need, because without it, your damage is 0. That's why, like, certain builds, and this is the problem that I think a lot of people experience. My early and mid-game Necromancer build for when we go into Season 1 is practically going to be exactly the same as what I have now. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Why? Because the Blood Minion Necro has the highest damage in the game. There is nothing higher than that, you know? So if you weren't using that, you'd be gimping yourself and only yourself, which is pointless and stupid. You get what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. I would just carry on doing what I do my way. But that is not to say that I would completely ignore the fact that a Bone Necro has the highest damage at the end stage of the game. So in order to reach that, probably once I get to World Tier 3 and I start getting my Paragon points up, you know, I start knowing what I'm supposed to do. These gloves are really good, actually. Wow. Okay. 100% getting upgraded. Bing, bing, bing. On. Critical strike chance up. Oops.
Fight hard, eh?
This other one can be gone. So I would literally, you know, focus only on getting the aspects I need for the Bone Necromancer, because I know how strong it'll be later on. You see, that's how it works. And that's why, you know, it can be difficult overall. And this is just my honest answer to everything. It's difficult sometimes for the Necro because the Necro has two very strong builds, but they require you to switch over. You can't play the same way late game that you would early game. You know what I mean? Yeah. The Druid, no. The Druid is, if you're following my early and mid game build, nobody ever plays in World Tier 1, dude. You only play from the start of the game, right? First thing you should do is just go into World Tier 2. Don't waste time in World Tier 1. You will have weak gear and you will just be shit at the game because World Tier 1 teaches you nothing. If you want to be good at the game, go look for my early and mid game Druid build and start in World Tier 2. Don't waste time in World Tier 1. Because if you're following that build, I cleared the capstone dungeon with that with no real gear at level 47. I just wiped it out straight away with the build because in early and mid game, build will carry you. Your skill build should carry you, assuming that it's a good build. It will carry you in the early and mid game without too many requirements. That's why I put out that video. Then once you get to World Tier 3, you will be able to start getting gear that you need for an actual late game build. Druid is in the same situation as the Necro, which I just talked about, where you have to switch over. So Druid starts in Storm, and then once you get to World Tier 3 and you farm all the right aspects and stuff like that, you switch over to Pulverized Werebear, which is a very insane build for late game. Yeah. Yeah, never, like Tier 1 is like a tutorial just to learn the game, and unless you're an aspiring video game journalist who wants to, you know, be the type of guy that writes the review saying, oh man, I died in the tutorial level, you know, you don't ever level in World Tier 1. It's a waste of time. World Tier 2, right from the get-go, learn how to play your build. Because when you do that, you will not only have better knowledge of your build, but you also have better gear. So you will not find any of the fights challenging or difficult because you cannot get to World Tier 3 without going to World Tier 2 and doing the capstone dungeon. So you may as well start your leveling in World Tier 2 like I'm doing right here, right now. And then by the time you come to the capstone dungeon, you've got gear, you're prepped, you're ready, you know? You're able to take it on. I'm playing this rogue without upgrading anything except what is crucial. If it's not crucial, I literally have not touched it. You see? And it works. So yeah, don't sleep on, you know, the actual leveling that you need to do, and don't ever go into World Tier 1. It's a waste of time.
The next will be better. A win. Maybe you can sell it.
Finally. Yeah, now see, this is really good armor. This is really, really good armor. When you equip this particular piece of armor, right? So for example, in this particular case, I have damage reduction distant, damage reduction close. This is what actually makes armor really, really good. You equip this type of armor and you will be able to last, although not even like forever, but damage reductions play a huge part in the game that people don't realize, which is why this is how I actually survive these tougher stuff. You need to finish the storyline completely first, famous, and then you'll get a quest in World Tier 2 that says, hey, here's the capstone dungeon, go do it. It's actually in Kyish, but you need to finish the storyline thoroughly first. Make sure your storyline is completely finished, and then and only then will you be able to access the capstone dungeon. So yeah, just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait until I get a better gem for that. Yeah, if you're doing 50 damage a hit on Brawl at 44, you've completely fucked up. So, my recommendation is if you haven't seen it yet, I genuinely do recommend that you go check out my my builds for the Druid and see how we do things. See how we genuinely play, and then once you're, you know, ready, you can switch over. Because if you follow a good build, you will always be in a good situation. You follow a bad build from a bad creator, and that's it for you. All right? Yep, no problem. Enjoy. I'm gonna go soon myself, actually. Okay, give me that.
Is done.
I love my assassin look here. But I'm gonna buy a different wardrobe slot. For the last bit of stream, I'm gonna go turn myself into Reaper. Why? Because, you know, edgy. I need the most cloak type armor. What will make me look the most like Reaper from Overwatch? Damn, armor-wise, I don't have anything that makes me look like Reaper. Shit. Oh, this is too gray. Too brown. Nevermore. Nevermore Reaper. Somehow this one looks the most like, But I wish the Rogue had... Because the Rogue is actually pretty muscular. It's just that their armor makes them look slender. If only. If only. If only I had something a bit more armored. Or like something like a long cloak. That would make me look a lot more like Reaper. For this one, if I were to... Oop. Ah, shit. Did that wrong. Ah, well, doesn't matter. This also works. Now, where are my visceral poison daggers? Double karambit. I guess you could call me Gonzo. Genji plus Hanzo. Which is the best look for Gonzo? This will just turn me into a demon hunter. Yeah, you know what? I'll run around as a demon hunter for a bit. Miu wo sutetemo, myori wa sutezu. I am now Demon Hunter Genji. Demon Hunter Genji. Denji.
You there, barbarian.
You there, barbarian. I'm not a barbarian, dude. I'm a rogue. Okay. Well, we finished out today at level 34. And of course, we got some super cool armor sets to play around with. Life is looking good. So yeah. I do like this rogue look. It is nice. Hey, Frederick, you came just at the end of stream. Alright, thank you guys. You've been a wonderful audience. I'm actually going to head off, but only because it is time for lunch. I'm going to head off, do my vid work and stuff. If you guys don't see me this evening, it's because Sunday is normally my date day. I will be spending time with my girl, and of course, if I get a chance, I will come on. If not, then I'll see you guys on Monday. Alright, so y'all have a good time. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you to many of you for keeping the sound on. You guys have been absolutely stunning with helping me to make rent this month. Alright. Love and appreciate all of you. I'll see you either tonight or tomorrow. You know, whatever. But I'll see you when I see you. Look forward to my druid build late game coming tonight. For those of you excited for it, it drops midnight tonight. I will have that prepped for you all. Alright? It'll show you how to create the werebear druid and all the aspects, gear that I use, all that kind of stuff. Alright? See you later. Bye-bye.